Hey, it's Cooking with Bob. We threw down some cornbread today. You don't want to miss this 5-minute prep meal. I just used the recipe on the back of the cornmeal. I assume they got some pretty good chefs on staff, and they're telling you how to use their cornmeal the best way to make the best cornbread. So let's give it a go and let's get cooking.
I'm just following the recipe on the back of this cornmeal. Called for 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of the enriched cornmeal, 1/4 cup of sugar. I actually should have maybe used some honey too, but I didn't have any, so I just used the sugar. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which is optional. Called for a cup of skim milk and 1 egg or 2 egg whites. I decided to use 1 egg. And some oil. It called for cooking oil, but I just so happen to have avocado oil. Just mix that together. Get all your liquids mixed, your dry ingredients mixed separately, and then just throw them liquids down on them dry ingredients and give them a good whisk. You want it to be combined, but you don't want it to be over mixed. I usually mix mine. You can see the consistency there. A little bit runny, but there's a few chunks here and there. So we're getting the cast iron skillet ready. Love my cast iron. Put some avocado oil in that skillet. One thing I always do when I'm baking is I rub it around with a paper towel. I get the sides, the edges, the top. I even do the handle because every time you're baking, you're kind of seasoning your cast iron. So we just put that cornbread batter in there. Always just dump it in, scrape the bottom of the bowl. We don't want to miss any of them goodies. Get that in there, and I usually let it sit a few minutes so it kind of finds its own level. I probably let it sit there about 5 minutes or so. That way the top's nice and smooth. I did smooth it out, pat it down a little bit with a big old spoon just to keep it nice and pretty. The oven's preheating to 400 degrees and we're ready to go in. So I put it on the middle shelf in my oven. Closed it, set it up for about 20 minutes, 10 minutes in. Anytime I bake something, I usually check it and I give it a spin. If you notice my hand's on the right hand side, I put it back in on the left hand side, just in case you have a hot spot. So we had 2 minutes to go. I decided to give it a look-see, see what that looks like. And it looked pretty fine. You can see it's starting to get brown around the edges. So the time of 20 minutes was pretty close. I did put it on 2 extra minutes, and then I did move it up onto the top rack. I'm checking it here with a knife. It is done. It's cooked through. Better to use a toothpick, but the knife works as well. Check the edge, make sure it was golden brown. I put it on the top shelf. I just wanted the top to get a little bit brown. Put that on for another 2 minutes. And look at that beauty. Oh, that's so good looking. So we want about 2 more minutes just on that top rack. Got my oven mitts ready to go, and let's check this thing out.
Look at that, would you? Oh, that looks good. So the thing about cornbread, it's in a round pan. How do you cut it? You cut it like a pizza, you cut it in squares. Doesn't matter, it all tastes the same. I think I'm just gonna go right down the middle. Ooh, look at that, can you see that? See, just busting right off of my cast iron. No problems. So just give her a little love nudge. Ooh, those are manly pieces. Get this nice looking piece. This one looks beautiful. Look at that coming right out of that cast iron. You know the advantage of cooking? You get to try your own food. Let's have a bite. But man, it's good. Let's have another bite. Just go easy. The Cooking with Bob easy way. These people know what they're doing. Apparently, I pretty much made it exactly to the recipe on the back, avocado oil instead of cooking oil, because that's what I happen to have available. And it turned out fine. The Cooking with Bob way, the easy way, the quick way, the delicious way. And I'm gonna sit down while you hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna enjoy this cornbread. Goes good with everything. I hope you enjoy the videos. Appreciate you watching. Just an old guy, know how to cook, kinda. Sharing it on YouTube. Having a lot of fun doing it, actually. Plus, I get to eat. That's the beauty of doing cooking shows, you get to eat. You all have a great day. I really appreciate you watching.